Hi alumni, so this video is showing you how to use some different websites in order to order your books. I'm sorry, blah, blah, in order to get your books that aren't necessarily through your campus bookstore. So how you would do that is we're going to go ahead and click on the How to Buy My Books guide. Oh, sorry, scroll to the top. So there's some other options that you can use like Amazon, Chegg.com. I also have another list of options to save on textbooks. Like you can rent them from school, or you can also sometimes check them out from the library for like a couple of hours at a time, so you don't necessarily have to purchase your textbook. It just depends on you and what's best for you. But let's use Chegg as an example. So go ahead and go to Chegg.com. So the link is there. And what's the most helpful way is to generate your book list from whatever school you're going to. So I have videos on how to do that for every school listed. So if you don't know how to do it, go ahead and refer to that video. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go and look up the ISBN number. The ISBN number is basically like a very specific ID number for that textbook or just regular book. It doesn't have to necessarily be a textbook. So copy and paste the ISBN number, and you'll go back to Chegg and you're going to paste it in and then hit search. And so what you'll see is that it pops up with the book. And so this, you can compare the price and see if the price is cheaper on Chegg versus at the bookstore. So if we go to the bookstore, the price here for used is $21. And then on Chegg, it's $19.49. So if that's a good deal to you and that's what you would like, and they'll ship it to you, then this is an option that could work. And you need to make sure that it is exactly the book that you're looking for. So it looks exactly the same. It is the 3rd edition, so you want to make sure it's the correct edition. But again, the ISBN number is like a very specific ID number for that book. So let's go ahead and search for another one just in case. We just want to make sure that we're getting the correct books. So let's look for This Land Is Our Land. So we're going to go ahead and copy and paste the ISBN number. We'll go ahead and search it. And we'll click on it. And again, it pops up. So we want to make sure the ISBN number matches. And it does, because we had copied and pasted it over, so it looks correct. And it is it's like half the price over here. So it's about $15.49. So this might be a good option to go ahead and buy on Chegg rather than at the bookstore to save a little bit of money. So this is a great way to save some money on textbooks. They're definitely not cheap, and usually financially doesn't cover them right away. So it's a great option to do. So that's how you use Chegg. For Amazon, it's pretty much the same exact thing. So if you go to Amazon, if you have a Prime account, perfect. So let's go ahead and we're going to paste in the ISBN number that I already had copied and search. And it pops up on here as well. So this one is $17.39. So it is also cheaper than the bookstore. You can also get it in a Kindle if that's something that you would prefer. There's also some more buying options like used and new offers, so you can look at those as well and see. But always check on the shipping time for some of these other options, because sometimes it might be too long. Like it might be like, yeah, it might be $5, but it's gonna ship in 6 weeks, and you need it before that for school, so that's not super helpful. But in this case, it's also cheaper, and it is eligible for Prime. So if you have a Prime membership, that might be the best option for you. You just have to compare the shipping time on Chegg as well. So that's an example of how you could use this for both Chegg and Amazon. Let's try like a more traditional textbook and see if that will help, just to see what it would look like on Amazon. So on Amazon, the math textbook, it didn't come up with any search results. So let's try on Chegg and see if it pops up on Chegg. On Chegg, it didn't either. So sometimes these aren't going to work depending on what it is that the textbook or the workbook looks like. But in general, like traditional textbooks and things of that sort, you should be able to find. So this is just another option to save some money. So hopefully this is helpful. Thanks.